There's only one opportunity, man. Ain't no redos. And Drake doesn't understand this because he's not an athlete. And this dude was playing hopscotch across the stage and tore his ACL. This man was skipping. He tore his ACL. Y'all remember that video? Ouch! He fell like Peter Griffin.
Now, once again out of nowhere and when we were least expecting it, Kendrick Lamar came back out of hiding for the first time since releasing his music video for Not Like Us, and this time around, even after the expectations have been set higher and higher because of how Kendrick has raised his own bar with every single thing he has done this year, he has still managed to shatter expectations and throw the music world into an absolute frenzy again, because this time around, Kendrick has announced that he is going to be performing at the biggest musical event of the year in, of course, the Super Bowl halftime show. And now with this, aside from Kendrick Lamar becoming the first rapper to perform at the Super Bowl halftime show as a solo act and being the first artist to ever be on the lineup for the halftime show multiple times in the same decade, with an announcement like this, there are multiple other significant things that are moving the tides of the music world even more in his favor at this point, as just with this announcement and the trailer that coincided with it, in just a single minute and 16 seconds, Kendrick says more than most rappers have this entire year, as with the few words he says during this announcement video. Kendrick doesn't just tell us that he is going to be performing and add even more hype to the most watched event on all of television every year, but he also uses this moment to call out Drake, and this time not to just have another victory lap around him, but to seemingly shut down Drake in the way he has been acting and talking as of recent.
And if you understand anything about war, you gotta completely end your enemy in totality. Kendrick knows exactly what he's doing. He reads an Art of War, man, at Sun Tzu. Hey, man. This shit is going to be studied in the history books, man, for sure.
Between his new music that has been subliminally dissing Kendrick and hinting at the fact that he is going to be dropping more full-on diss tracks aimed at him, to then Drake posting on his Instagram account a video clip saying that he will win Game 2, which was adding further confirmation of the fact that Drake is trying to start another round of this beef with Kendrick Lamar. In response to all of this tension that Drake is trying to build back up right now, instead of biting Drake's bait and making even more music aimed at him, Kendrick instead just says, you know there's only one opportunity to win a championship.
Ooh, for sure. There's only one opportunity, man. Ain't no redos. And Drake doesn't understand this because he's not an athlete. Man, this dude was playing hopscotch across the stage and tore his ACL. This man was skipping and he tore his ACL. Y'all remember that video? Ouch! He fell like Peter Griffin. Type shit. Nah, this man does not understand sports. He does not understand. And if you understand anything about sociopaths in general, just someone who has a high degree of sociopathy, the most saturated professions for sociopaths are the media and the clergy. So, content creators, the influencers, the journalists, and preachers, pastors, the Pope, like people like Drake don't like being told what to do. So they intentionally choose this realm so they can easily have power over people like DJ Academics, over people like Maul, over people like Andrew Schultz, because people like them will actually think that Drake is cool. They treat Drake like he's some type of Zach Morris, like he's a cast. Like they don't understand how lame Drake actually is, because they're not used to actually being in that position. They only know how to move based off some type of Disney Channel fairy tale. These dudes refuse to grow up, man. Just look at what he attracts. Look at his fan base, man. Weird ass dudes.
And then throwing things more on the head for Drake, he directly says no round twos. And now with this, while of course, for those who are not in the know, this just sounds like Kendrick is alluding to the Super Bowl and the stakes of the game. In actuality, for Kendrick, this is of course him reiterating to Drake that no matter what he does and how he tries to get back at him, there is no way Drake can change the outcome and result of what happened, as after he has been flooding the internet with so much content and music and subliminals that have tried to get a reaction out of Kendrick and nobody really blinked. Meanwhile, all Kendrick has done is say a few words that have shut down what Drake is trying to do by putting into perspective how pathetic all of it really is. It's just absolutely hilarious on Kendrick's end, and with the American flag and
Like, for sure, and Drake does not understand, because he's not an actual true artist, that the mass majority of communication is nonverbal. So he doesn't understand that it's not just about what he's saying. He's trying to talk his way into a victory without understanding how he says it, the words he chooses to say, his body language, his tonality, all these things all play into what he's actually communicating, not what he's saying. And he's so used to being around weak-minded people that he can easily just talk his way out of any situation. Like, he's a man that has a Jezebel spirit. What type of bitch-made shit is that? Like, that's what Kendrick was talking about when he said that Drake truly believes he's a bad bitch. Man, this dude is weird.
in the back of this video as well. This also seems like another way of subliminally pointing at Drake one more time and reminding him that he is on the outside looking in at everything. And now the connections between this moment and Kendrick destroying Drake don't stop here, because also... song that started this all off, which was of course Drake and J. Cole's first-person shooter.
Ooh.
The whole punchline of that song was that what they were doing is as big as the Super Bowl, as they declared themselves as the top two of the big three on that track, which of course caused Kendrick to pop out and challenge them on like that in the first place. And now when you see this lyric that Drake and Cole said that started all of this become Kendrick's reality, it really is a full circle moment, because Kendrick pretty much destroyed all the sentiments they were standing on in that.
And that's even crazy, because I've always said, like, why is Drake not doing festivals? If he's so huge, every single artist of his caliber can easily do a stadium tour. Beyonce, The Weeknd, Madonna, hell, Coldplay, Metallica, Michael Jackson. Hell, Burna Boy was doing Madison Square Garden, not in Madison Square, not Burna Boy did a fucking entire New York stadium. Burna Boy. Why is Drake not doing stadiums? We talking about Taylor Swift could easily do that. Why is no one saying anything? Someone with Drake's ego would easily love to do a stadium. Why is he not doing that? Academics loves talking about other people not selling as much as they usually do, but Academics never said anything about Drake's canceling a lot of his shows on his last tour. Because Drake canceled his show in Birmingham, Alabama. I'm from Birmingham. Let me pull it up for you, if y'all don't believe me. This motherfucker really canceled his show. Ticket sales do not lie. Ticket sales don't lie, bro. He claims he's the biggest artist in the fucking world. And you can't, bro, he cannot sell out a fucking Birmingham, Alabama ticket. Like, bro, Chris Brown had no issue. Chris Brown came to Birmingham and did crazy. This dude can't sell out fucking the BJCC, man. But he's the biggest artist in the world. He's big as a Super Bowl. Man, you don't shut the fuck, man. There's no way Beyonce would have an issue. Taylor Swift can sell out the fucking Birmingham. Bro, come on, dog. Adele could do that shit. But he canceling shows. Man, I don't want to hear that shit, man. These dudes be lying to y'all, man.
Song, and now beyond proving that it really is just Big Me, as he said on Like That, he has actually taken this line of the song and made it his own reality, which is just about the most insane thing you could do to celebrate your victory. And beyond this full circle moment, there's even more to this move, because when we look at where this show is being played, which is of course in New Orleans, as New Orleans is of course where Lil Wayne is from, which made the rumor for this show for a long time be that it would feature Wayne and his two big Young Money signees, who are of course Drake and Nicki Minaj. A lot of people have been expecting this to be their moment for quite some time at this point, so now with Kendrick stepping on this and performing in New Orleans of all places, he is taking another thing away from Drake that seemed to be going for him, and in all honesty, had Drake, Wayne, and Nicki gotten the job to perform here, it could have saved his reputation and brought his name back into the good graces of the larger public, but now, as Kendrick Lamar is literally going to be playing Not Like Us in front of over 100 million viewers on TV, this just has no chance of happening anymore, and in actuality, this is only going to make things a lot worse for Drake. But now with this entire halftime, I think it's important to note that for Kendrick Lamar, while he is still finding these very effective ways to destroy Drake and shut down any sort of chance of a comeback that he could have, this is now a secondary goal to something much greater for him, with the main goal being that he wants to bring back hip-hop and the best parts of its culture and art form to the forefront of the public eye and have it be celebrated for its most pivotal and groundbreaking aspects greater than it ever has been. And now from Kendrick's comments on doing this halftime show, which literally read, "Rap music is still the most impactful genre to date, and I'll be there to remind the world why," he is clearly spelling this out. And now while in order to achieve this, just like his actual back and forth with Drake showed, it is going to involve taking down somebody who has become the poster child for all the things wrong in rap today. His mission is so much greater than that, and this is why we are now seeing with this move that while Kendrick is stepping on Drake and letting him know in much more subtle ways that he will never be back on the throne in the way he wants to, that is now secondary for Kendrick compared to the greater thing he is trying to accomplish. And now when we understand this,
and that's what Drake doesn't understand, that Kendrick is moving at a higher purpose. Drake doesn't understand that he's only the medium. So just understanding Drake's childhood and his upbringing and his constant need for attention, you can tell that Drake, he wants to do the Super Bowl strictly because he wants the fame, he wants the legacy, he wants to be that guy to be headlining the Super Bowl so he can say, I headlined the Super Bowl, I'm Drake, I'm MJ. He wants to be compared to the best of the best. He doesn't actually respect the audience or the craft itself. He doesn't care. He doesn't understand you have to be used by the idea itself. He is not the frequency. Drake, he wants to be equal to the frequency itself. He wants to be equal to hip hop. And you are not bigger than hip hop, bro. Kendrick knows his place. Drake, he thinks he's everything. He can easily move the goalposts as he please. He says, I don't have to follow the rules and the restrictions that hip hop has placed upon everyone else. I don't have to write my own lyrics. I can sing. I can do whatever I want to because I'm Drake. You have to move according to me. And that doesn't work in hip hop, bro. We don't respect that shit at all. Nah, that works on his fans. And if you understand anything about business, or if you're a content creator, you understand only about 5 to 10% of your audience actually converts. So only about 5 to 10% of his audience actually needs to convert. But he doesn't understand that. He thinks all these millions of views are people that genuinely love him. He doesn't understand we're only looking. We're just looking. That's it. And he doesn't know the difference.
Beyond showing how special of an MC Kendrick is because he cares about the art of what he does more than 99% of artists on his level commercially ever have, it also shows how much of a master tactician he is in battle, because now by never giving Drake the actual light of day to even have a chance to put the spotlight back on him, as all Kendrick is doing now against him are quiet behind the scene moves that you have to be in the know about to really understand their full consequences on him. He is now destroying Drake and building up a bigger and bigger wall for him to climb without anybody even realizing it. And as this moment in time where being lost has become the new norm for Drake, and his reputation is weakening by the minute just because he can't seem to escape making bad decisions and releasing more horrible and mediocre music, this is now putting Drake further into that downward spiral, because he is now pretty much being led on a string and being manipulated to make more moves like this without anybody really realizing what's actually going on. And now with this moment, which has raised the bar on how excited people are for what's next in Kendrick Lamar's career, as between his new album rumors and now this, where previously everything surrounding Kendrick's name was primarily about his beef with Drake this year, now his goal of bringing back hip-hop to a place that celebrates the best.
And y'all know how those streaming numbers do after the Super Bowl. So his streaming numbers are going to go even crazier. And then he's most likely going to use that momentum to drop a new album. Cause this is next year. This is February in Black History Month. Oh my God. You don't wanna hear you say nigga no more. Ooh.
Parts of the culture is starting to come true.
This shit
Because
over,
people
boy.
are genuinely excited to see what he is going to do next and how he is going to excite and captivate audiences this time around when he comes. And it is just amazing for hip hop that this is happening, because from Drake to all of the other rappers in the game right now who have devalued the art form on a fundamental level, we have needed somebody like Kendrick to champion what it really means to be a rapper and put it on this global stage. And now with this performance, from the audience that is going to be watching it to the hype that is surrounding it, as Kendrick is in his prime right now and in a moment in time where people are only caring more and more with each day to see what he is going to do next, he really has the chance to deliver a Super Bowl halftime show that, beyond its spectacle and excitement, can stand for something much greater than any musical performance has in decades, because with this level of not just skill, but power that Kendrick brings to everything he does, while I won't even try to predict what he's actually going to do with this spotlight on him, because it's virtually impossible to try and figure out how Kendrick Lamar is going to do something next, I think at this point, regardless of how he goes about it, it is safe to say that whatever he does, it is going to go down as one of the most important moments in rap and music that we will see for a very long time. And as Kendrick is doing all of this while standing in the box that he has trapped Drake into and is seemingly wiping away everything he once represented, if you didn't already know, I think it's more clear than ever to never mess with Kendrick Lamar, because from the actual diss tracks he will drop on you to the moments that will follow, he has thought out everything so thoroughly that it can wipe away even the most popular artist's relevance and legacy, which is of course something we are seeing unfold right between our own eyes. So now with all...
Shout out to Fantastic Hip Hop, man. And y'all write in the chat, man. For real, Theo. Like, imagine, I don't even want to say imagine, Kendrick, he gonna win that Grammy. He gotta win the Grammy. That's no way, bro. He gotta win at least something from Not Like Us. Something. Gotta be. And go ahead and get prepared. Because you know for a fact, they gonna try to scream, oh, look at the politics, man. Kendrick Lamar, he wouldn't be getting these awards if it wasn't. Kendrick Lamar had 17 Grammys, man. I think he tied Michael Jackson for the most Grammy nominations in one night. A Pulitzer Prize winning. Man, shut up, man. I hate Drake fans, dog. And understand, just listen to just the narcissism from them. If you understand just power dynamics, the reason why they keep playing Kendrick like he's beneath them is because it allows them to have control. It makes them feel powerful. It makes them feel superior, because you can easily dispose of Kendrick and say, well, he's not that amazing because of so and so and so and so. At least I have my streams. At least I have this. At least I. So he compares the streams and the amount of attention he receives as trophies. And he doesn't understand that, homie, you are looking at a white and gold dress. We're looking at a blue and black one. I don't give a damn what you got going on. Congratulations, bro. I don't care. I don't care. Like Kendrick said, he's the only one that gives a damn about being famous. So congratulations, bro. Like, he does not understand no one that's actually over the age of 25 is envious of him. No one that actually goes to therapy. Just imagine you're Drake. His life is over. He can never be normal. He can never have a normal relationship. Ever. He can never have a happy marriage, a white picket fence. His dad grew up neglecting him, so he can never have that relationship. Those childhood memories are gone. Did never had his dad at a basketball game supporting him, reading him bedtime stories. Grew up in a divorce broken home. His mom is his mom. Y'all see how he treat his mom. Y'all see how he feel. You can see the way he treats women. It's a direct reflection. So he does not understand relationships. He does not have any close, solid friends. He says it in his songs. I'm just listening to what he says. Once again, the 4 agreements. I don't take it personal. I'm just listening. No friends in the industry. Right? And what's the other shit with Travis Scott with the honestly, that sounds like a fair trade to me. If you have, Y'all remember that song, that Fair Trade? Yeah, like there and the no new friends, no new friends, no new friends, no new. Like, bro, he's been saying this. Who wants his reality? You don't have any close friends. Your dad didn't love you. Your mama didn't love you. You can't have no actual, like, you have a baby mama that you hate from a son that you barely wanted, that you have no choice but to claim. Man, hell no. I don't want your motherfucking life, dude. Fuck no. Y'all realize these celebrities are human beings. They're just damaged, traumatized, broken individuals, man. I don't want that shit. Like, and I used to be a Drake fan too. Like, understand, like, around that Nothing Was the Same, I think. The Hold On, We're Going Home shit. That, just hold on, we're going home. Like, that shit, like, that was my shit. But after that, I don't know this. Like Kendrick said, we like Drake with the melodies.